Hey guys, it's Rachel from freescrapbookingideasandvideos.com here with a little sneak peek for the August edition of my scrapbooking eZine. Earlier today I realized I was procrastinating and just decided I would set my timer. In this case I just set my mental timer and just got started. I told myself I would just cut out my little collage photos and that would be all I did. But as usually happens, it kind of got the ball rolling, which is good. Helped me to stop procrastinating, and I actually finished a 12 by 12 layout and 4 Rolodex cards, and then got pretty inspired for another layout, which you see right there in front of you. But I thought I would share a little bit of the way I do my design process. So after I cut my cards, which what I'm talking about is I finally learned how to take a 4 by 6 palette in Photoshop and put 4 photos on it, small ones, because I've always wanted to have a less expensive way to do Rolodex layouts, and just to have smaller photos on my layouts. You can see here I've got 2 4 by 6 spaces, but I've got 5 photos, and I love being able to do that because I like to fit more memories into a smaller space. So anyways, like this one came on a 4 by 6 print that I just ordered at Walmart, and so then I just cut them apart, so I had 4 separate photos. But anyways, I got started doing that. I ordered quite a few 4 by 6 composites, and I cut those out, and then what I did was I chose papers to go with each of those little ones, because what I'm planning to do is some more Rolodex cards, because I've had this album in process for a long time, and I've mostly got older photos on there, and I wanted to add some more. So anyways, that's for another time. So I chose the papers I wanted for my other Rolodex cards, and then I started choosing papers for the 2 12 by 12s I wanted to do. The reason I'm telling you all that is because just doing that one baby step kind of got me started. So I was doing all of this while I was doing some other things around the house, just normal chores we all have to do. So I would do a little bit and then go do a few chores and then do a little bit. And that's a process that works real well for me. So I took these photos and I started looking through my stack of pattern papers for different paper options. So I'm just going to show you some options that I came up with, and then what I think I'm going to do eventually. So I thought about doing this background that you see there along with these 2 others. This is just kind of a rust, and this one. Or I thought about doing these 3 papers. So usually this is what I do when I get started on the layout. I kind of look at the photos against the background papers. So those were a couple possibilities. Then I also thought about doing these, maybe with brown as an accent, or possibly black, probably brown though. I also thought about doing these pattern papers along with that gold background. And I think this is the one I've settled on right here. Doing this bright pink because it would bring out the pink in some of the photos, and then just doing a little bit of this stripe as an accent, along with probably black stamping and black accents. So I think that's the one I've chosen, but I also did consider something a little more muted. Doing the bright pink for the photos, but giving a little tone on tone along with the paper here. So, but like I said, I think what you're going to end up seeing in the eZine is these. And once again, you never know, and that's part of my process too. I usually have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do, but until I'm finished, I never know for sure. So this is the way I think I'm going to lay it out. And once again, you never know until it gets started, but I kind of envisioned sort of creating it. Obviously, you can sort of see a grid here. So this would be my journaling, and then I would create some kind of embellishment cluster here, and probably back it all with maybe the hot pink, or make different blocks, matted blocks of different colors. So probably either the pink or the stripe, and kind of vary it a little bit, and then have some kind of black accents on there. So that's just a little kind of sneak peek of the August edition of the eZine. I've got some links for you on Facebook posts that I did today that will give you a little bit of a sneak peek on the other layout that I have already completed. And then this one I'll be completing hopefully in the next couple days, and then I'll be sending it out. So if you're not a subscriber, you can subscribe over at my website, freescrapbookingideasandvideos.com, and I'll put a link to that page as well to subscribe. And if you're watching this video after the fact, you can go ahead and subscribe, and in your welcome email you'll get a back issues link, and you can check out August 2012, and you can see the way this layout ended up and which papers I actually ended up going with. And then you'll see the other layout that I finished. It's all about my boys playing in the mud because they like to do that. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know I do mud layouts quite often because that's just part of my real life. You'll also see 4 different Rolodex cards, and if you're not familiar with that, this is the Rolodex album. You can look on the rest of my channel for some other Rolodex, more information on that, but there'll be 4 new card designs here. So that's just a sneak peek into what I did today and what should be coming up soon. Thanks a lot.